Everyone, welcome to the first annual Chinese DVZ name pending meeting.
It's the inaugural.
We are here to thank you for everyone for coming.
Thank you for everyone for coming.
Our host Demo Phobic to take the stand. Thank you.
What?
Hi. Make words.
Kat's hosting this, so I'll hand it over to him.
Okay. Hi. Okay. I'm in a chair.
Please have a seat.
Yes, I get in a seat.
Everyone, please have a seat. We can get started with this meeting. I will hand the hand the spot over to Cud. I'll hand it over to Cud for him to start the meeting.
First topic is heroes. So our current heroes are Arthea, Velveteen, Tui, Nasivin, and Harana. We currently have 2 suggestions for heroes, which are Oxysis and Zestra. And, if anyone has ideas for heroes, that's welcome.
I guess for what it's worth, the other day I put in Oxysis, I don't know how you pronounce that. I put it in the game, kind of, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, so he's an actual hero?
I have...
he has a model.
Is he confirmed, Timo?
I guess so. I don't have a problem with putting him. Probably going to be like a current DBZ system, where you need a certain amount of people to have heroes, and then they'll be selected randomly at the start of the game.
And could it be random heroes? I'm just wondering, are you going to get multiple support heroes? Is there going to be one constant hero?
I don't know.
Or is it just going to be pull it out of a hat? You can have, just support heroes.
Definitely there'll definitely be a bit of randomness in terms of which heroes it is going to be.
Or will there be
ideas having
specific classes of heroes?
They're definitely...
One will be offensive, one will be, I don't know,
They do definitely have, different roles.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even really fleshed out, because the gameplay isn't even fleshed out. We need to get the game first before we get any sort of hero mechanics, like Billy said it. I think we can just try that later.
The goal I want to have with hero is to have quite a lot of them, have at least a dozen, say, start off with, but maybe more.
A dozen?
I'd like to have a lot of heroes, so that they can be fun to play every time.
Okay.
So some variety?
Yeah.
That's a lot of heroes.
It's going to be a lot of
That's
heroes.
very good. I was wondering what was the limit of heroes so far.
I really don't see a problem with adding just more and more heroes.
Also, do you know what weapons Velveteen's going to have? Do you need, ideas or anything?
Not exactly.
If it's going to be basically a boost clone, then just give Velveteen a longer proc and go that, then proc on. Stronger.
Yes, it'll probably be something like that. I don't want to make him so overpowered as Bruce currently is.
Doesn't have to be just
having the same.
You can make it the old bow.
Basically like a warrior kit, but then dragons, the bow being stronger and just not talking. The sword being stronger, doing more base damage, having longer proc and stuff like that.
For Nasivin, is he going to be tiny like Nisivin, or is he going to be full size?
No idea. Nosivin's not even his final name, so we don't really have.
I was going to say something.
What are you going to say?
I personally, please, if you do make him smaller, is it possible to not make him as small as Nisivin?
Because it's zombie. It's like for your children. So.
Unless we use a different model.
Yeah.
Could you use something I don't know, I feel like Nisivin's a little too small in base DBZ. Sometimes.
The thing is, we do need to use a model as a base.
No, I agree. It's just, does it have to be that small?
I don't know what you're asking, Sai. There's no
what else is
human-sized
there?
models.
You could have can't you change the hitboxes though?
No,
Oh, never mind then.
I mean, it's kind of possible, but it's really hacky and it's.
That would cost problems.
I mean, just for how strong his weapons are, I think he should be normal size.
His thing is probably going to be he's going to have his arrows are probably going to be some kind of magic stuff or something, and he'll have like a host of different spells, and they each cost different amounts of arrows and stuff like that. And that's probably going to be his gimmick.
Kind of like the older discipline.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, now about Zestra. I think Demo had the original idea, just like some lightning hero.
Yeah, I was imagining for this hero something like it might be a bit cliche, but
Yeah,
like
it's cliche, and
Like
I
a
don't think it even really works.
Strong Zeus character.
yeah, I was thinking more Thor, but you know.
About Oxysis. His current build is really underpowered, but I do think I want a different hero to be the small annoying person rather than Nisovin. And I feel like we could build around the small thing to make it more balanced rather than just like whatever Nisovin is. I know Elle made him to be like to play off of Arthea, which I don't know how much I like about that. I'd rather he be like a standalone hero.
Yeah. Because there's going to be lots of heroes, and
I don't mind
having like the Nax or something. So
I don't mind having like dialogue that plays between the heroes, like just
Yeah, that was
cosmetic interactions.
That was the thing I
But
talked about with Elle.
Yeah.
Having heroes like talk between each other.
but nothing too complicated, because
Yeah.
that's. I mean, not only do we like need voice acting for each. That's you try to get something like that for like 12 heroes, like that's 12 choose 2 combination. That's like 66 pairings. That's just ridiculous.
Alright, so next point is voice actors. Because we do have a lot of female heroes, but not a lot of female voice actors. And one thing I brought up before was possibly getting outside voice actors, who we really most likely don't need to pay, because it'd be from like hobby sites or something like that. People do it just for fun. But I know Demo said that he wants it just kind of to be someone from within the group.
To keep it in the house.
Keep it in the
I
family. We've known that voice act Nasivin.
Oh, I say I beg to differ, Cute.
David said.
I think that there are plenty of options available for us.
Honestly, I think heroes should be a bit of a lower priority, because even if we keep adding them, we're not really adding much to the game. So I think we're focusing too much on them. And then we're
Yeah,
not
I mean,
going to-
the
like
heroes
this should be
will
like very low priority, honestly.
It is. I mean, it would be done once we sort of have games going and we can get about sort of like say. I mean, I think I want to have heroes starting at around 15 people, and so if we can get 15 people games going, that's probably when we start considering adding heroes to the mix.
When do you think we're going to be releasing this, and how is it going to conflict with DBZ itself?
When it's done.
Yeah.
Because if we do push it that hard, then the actual main DBZ people
No, I know Q.
will push back.
And I was assuming that this would more or less be done within 8 months, most maybe.
I mean, my thought
Is
has
that,
always
like, a
been
good time schedule.
my thought has always been that we'd kind of like just pick up where DBZ left off, because it
Yeah.
is kind of dying.
I wouldn't be surprised if DBZ shuts down within the next
Yeah,
year.
I mean, I'm seeing less and less people on there all the time.
But the thing is, are you going to be watching for that and launching it as soon as DBZ dies? Or are you going to be doing that a bit like
I don't think that should be our goal.
And
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm not.
he openly stated it, but he still doesn't like people working on DBZ. He's weird like that. I mean, that's the thing, is like, if Rob pushes back on us, then that's very bad for us.
Well, you just gotta push back on Rob.
Then that gets all banned.
Like he doesn't have any sort of control over this. Like, this is sort of part of the reason why I've decided to not use any of his assets or anything like that, is so that he can't actually say, you cannot use this stuff.
That's right.
Because we're just making a game that's inspired by this game, and that's been done countless times in the past. So, I don't think he might ban us off of DBZ if that's the worst I can imagine. But like,
I don't know. You might get banned from Mob too.
So far we have a Bopen and Krongor equivalent, which don't have names, I don't think. So are most of our mob heroes just going to be the same ones that DBZ had, just with a little tweaks, or are we trying
I
to
definitely do want to have more. Something.
Create our own thing?
Yeah, I do want to have more Dooms as well. Have some that are like more interesting. Yeah.
For custom Dooms, I've always liked the idea of having some event where something spawns that can fly, and do like basically no damage, but could be used to like knock dwarves off their sky bases or whatever.
I think you can use other ways to discourage sky bases.
Yeah,
But yeah, like
something
I don't mind having a flying mob per se. That might be interesting, but having them
well, what if you have like
only be able to knock things off seems a bit.
Well, would you be okay with it if it was just like a rare mob spawn?
Yeah, I think that would be a bit more better. Work better as like special.
I know there used to be a Kraken event thing. I don't really know anything about it, but I know the Ghast was reskinned as a Kraken. And I'm not sure if this is just something my mind made up, but I think a bunch of squids spawned with it.
No, it was like a really lame joke Crop did, and then like
Then people believed it, and then because
and then he actually like made it.
Yeah. And then spawned in as one, and then basically a dragon. But,
I don't know if this would be a thing, but it might be cool to have like map-specific dooms. Like maybe a map with enough water could have a Kraken doom. I figured the Kraken would be like a Bopen event. You know, the same way he spawns with all his ogres, that the Kraken would spawn with a bunch of squids. Okay. I know we were talking about maybe a polar bear mob, which I think would be really interesting. If we could do something like a direwolf, just like I don't know, like some special bear. Yeah, I guess. Dire bear.
If we're not trying to copy Rob specifically, should we eventually just rename all of the items?
I mentioned that.
Yeah, that's another point further ahead.
Probably rename all the items.
Yeah. What was it? Blazes could be wraiths? What exactly are wraiths? So those are things from Harry Potter. Wow, okay.
wraiths are like ghosts.
Yeah, they're like those things from Harry Potter.
No, those were Dementors.
Yeah, but they look similar.
So a completely
Wraiths are just
different
general.
cood.
I
They're like
like Grim Reaper
ghastly ghosts.
They look exactly the same.
Wraiths are ghosts, but spooky.
The Dementors are evil cood, okay?
I don't know how we would do this with the Blaze model.
I feel like Strays would be a better model for that. See, I feel like something like this would work. Alright. Pretexture a bit.
Yeah. The whole thing is they're supposed to, like, float, right? I guess we could cut off his legs.
Righty.
I feel like Blazes are just good enough monsters, like mob cities by themselves. That's a monster.
Yeah, it could be their own thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because blaze cannons are very good at sky beast mobs because they can shoot straight. So I was thinking that they could be like a special mob that was very good at knocking sky beasts somewhere, like long range stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be a thing. Yeah, the stray would be a lot better for that. I don't think... Would he have like a jump boost or something? Because I mean they're not exactly able to fly, right? They're just kind of glide.
Stuff exactly later.
Okay. I think Wraith is a good idea.
We could have zombies like have a kind of like a form that you upgrade to, kind of like how skeletons do. So you could like upgrading past transfer to like a husk or like a digging zombie or whatever, or like a normal zombie, but better.
I feel like having different styles of zombies would be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the sound he makes.
Yeah, I feel like husks would make it good.
You're definitely bringing back Venom Burners, right, Timo?
Probably, yeah.
I never had any experience with them, so they seem interesting.
I mean, you're just fighters. You just stuff around. You decent damage, but fight.
Okay, here's another thing. Is it gonna be dwarf based?
That's a good point.
Are we sticking with the dwarf thing?
Or can't it just be a group of guys,
Just a group of
Couldn't
dudes.
make it
slugging it out?
Hey,
What about girls? Are we discriminating?
definitely.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
Girls don't get rights in medieval times. Come on.
Also, just a general note. Again, we kind of are in agreement that we want to move away from the something versus something format.
Yeah. Which zombies do we want to? Which mobs do we want to have upgradable and stuff like that?
I think zombies and guilds are fine because skeletons lose effectiveness towards fighting. And I don't like if you spend a bunch of mana on it and suddenly it becomes ineffective, then that's kind of a bummer. So people really didn't go skeleton for that reason. So I think
I went Scully all the time.
I mean,
Yeah,
I did too, but the thing is, it's like it does lose effectiveness towards the end. That's why it wasn't as popular of a choice. So I think having a special is better because you want people to spend mana on things that will be constantly good. I think those two mobs that are constantly good and that you can really feasibly upgrade are zombies and burgers. You should not have like the situation right now where you just wait specials.
That might be a reason to a skeleton and have someone. So if you want to play something like skeletons where it's not super effective, but you are sort of spending most of your mana on something like Doom and playing special a bit more often.
I guess. Just making skeletons upgradable isn't too bad.
Have Scullies, Cobbos, and zombies upgradable. They probably have different
Upgrade branches.
upgrade branches for each.
Were there going to be different skeletons?
Fire.
Yeah. We'll see about that, I guess. Can work that out.
Yeah, I guess we could put something like blaze cannons in the path of fire story at the end. Something like that.
Like this cannon's really strong. Wouldn't make blaze cannons really strong.
I mean, you can always balance things so that it's not
I
okay.
guess.
Saying, like,
One suggestion actually was having the option to have manual heal heroes, and these wouldn't be any stronger than having it for a heal. Just apparently some people found it fun, and I guess I'm okay with that, having that be an option.
I'm afraid that some people might suicide as heroes this way.
And they can get banned.
Yeah, then they get back.
Okay, very good.
Another topic on sound. Do we want like a Bruce speech at the start of the game?
I think that everyone loves their speech.
No?
Wednesday.
Henry doesn't.
Your speeches are kind of gross, you know.
Oh, can Sai make that speech? Oh,
Yeah.
saying it.
I'll get right on it, Kiwi.
It would have to be a Velveteen speech, no?
Oh, I
I mean,
guess Kiwi wants me to be Velveteen. That's what I'm hearing.
But the Mob Mana Eris had some ideas, so specifically like the standing on Shrine. And I really like that, and I think I'm going to try and make that a more interactive mana system. So like you get more for doing more stuff, kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are like cool ideas, and I'm definitely not going to implement all of them. But like, there's a whole bunch of ideas, and I'm sure we can come up with more and stuff like that. I might just make it so you get a mana boost after a shrine falls. Yeah. Something like 200, 300 mana, so my shrine falls. And that makes games with more shrines a bit more bearable, I guess.
One of the big things is server hosting. Currently, we could set up a bit of a Bungie system to run all this. And I think we would need at least 3 servers.
Yep.
And we have mine, demos, and we could rent another one. Just to start off with.
I could get us.
It depends on how many people we get.
I was looking at some stuff before, and we could get a dedicated server, and I could host Bungie board and the lobby of one server, especially if they're just going to start off small.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fairly cheap too, so $5 or $10 a month.
Alright, well, on that same line of thinking is, it's eventually just going to be a money drain for everyone involved. So would we want to sell things on the server? I know, selling hats or something would be really, I think, ineffective to start off with, because we wouldn't have a whole lot of players.
So, Super Jimmy?
And it has to be aesthetic though.
Game
That's
Master.
too loud.
I mean, yeah, we could sell titles and custom games and all that, but
Yeah,
I don't think it would help much with just a small amount of players. Demo mentioned opening up a Patreon page, which might be something.
Yeah, it's a bit more stable, and sort of we get more people donating, we can sort of upgrade servers and stuff like that. And if we get less people, that's fine too. It just means we have to do a lot of hardware, and I have to skip the Bungie core thing and just go with one server. If that's, I'm happy to pay for one server, but I can't host a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
So, how many maps do we have? Like 5? That's more than
I
5.
count 9. There are 9 of them.
If everything goes well and everyone finishes all the maps and everything gets done, then we would have 12 maps. And worst case scenario, we'd get like 6. Yeah, I mean, 6 maps is pretty good to start off with.
Yeah.
And that is the absolute worst case scenario. Map features. Okay, so anyone would want something specific to happen on their map, like
You mean like a gimmick?
Yeah,
that
so
one
like
map
the-
has tornadoes and
Yeah, stuff like that. So like the teleport pads will be a feature, and stuff like that. If you want to have like a custom effect playing or something like that.
if you want to request anything for that, you could probably hop on the Trello and put that in under there. Demo put a suggestion for AI names. I guess if you want to come up with names for AIs.
At the moment, they're all terrible being names.
Sir Bob.
Just
Oh.
memes.
They're all memes.
I can make him.
It's going to be really pointless to just kind of give out names right now. If you want, you can probably... I don't know if there's a section for that on the Trello.
I can make one.
Do we really need AI names though? That's what I think.
I think it's fun when they have names. I don't know.
L wanted to talk about longbow, I think. You said it
Oh
was
yeah.
2 nerfed?
I can talk for him because I share the same history.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably buff the bows a little bit. I don't. He did say he wanted to one-shot AIs with bows.
Actually, I feel like there's a trend of, since dwarves are like stupidly strong, and dwarves are some zombies that like you're nerfing them too much right now. Like,
Maybe. They're just, it's too easy to rely on a bow to get rid of AIs, and then so the AIs are sort of too weak. I don't know. Maybe they're fine. Maybe.
I don't think that's a problem. Like AI should be fine.
I would play around with it.
Because like if you're shooting at AI, you're not shooting at a player.
I know it's a problem, and I'll play around with it.
Okay.
I think my main problem with AIs is that they are almost more useful for dwarves than they are for mobs.
I don't think that's even necessarily a problem. So, like,
Demo, I want to one-shot AIs. At least with Dragon Skin.
oh yeah,
You gotta
I had the
change.
idea about Dragon Skin. Instead of doing a power, like activating a power shot, you could activate a pocket step.
I mean, I was going to have it so that it was you get a proc after any kill, but you also get the power shot. But obviously, AIs would be one shot on board. Even just playing right now, I mean, mobs have gotten a nerf as well in terms of health. Like their biggest nerf has been the fact that they do not regen health passively anymore, and I think that's a huge change.
I'm gonna stop recording because I forgot to do that.
No.
Yes.